Asha Sees with Her Heart. Written by Mary Beth Gayen, narrated by Steffi Andrade Furrier. A story about a girl in India. Her eyes are blind, but she sees with her heart. With her big dreams, Asha learns about taking risks, being forgiven, and what it means to love. Dedicated to my dearest friend Melina. Acknowledgements. Many have contributed to the development of this work. The author acknowledges each one for their contribution. I enjoy sitting at my open window. I often think of my secret dream here. I dream of writing stories that entertain and inspire kids all over the world. But then I think, silly me, how could I travel beyond this tiny village? And how could I write stories? It is impossible for a blind girl to read and write. I can't get a job. Or at least that's what people tell me. Every time I hear negative comments, my dream shatters a little bit more. The sound of school kids scurrying home interrupt my thoughts. The shuffling noises on the path tell me that they are skipping. I smell jalebi and I recognize the aroma of gulab jamun. I can almost taste their sticky, sweet, syrupy flavor. Women prepare these yummy treats for our Republic Day holiday tomorrow. Everyone sounds happy. I know that sometimes people don't understand me. They think I live in an empty world, but they are wrong. I can tell what the weather is like because I feel the warmth of the sunshine on my skin. I learn the news of the village as I listen to the women outside chatting with each other. I know what my neighbors are preparing for dinner by the delicious aromas swirling around me. Sometimes, people think I was born blind because my parents or I did something wrong. That is not true, and it makes me sad. I wish they knew that I was born for a purpose. I have great hopes and long for amazing adventures. I'm glad my name is Asha. It means hope. One of the best things about being here is that I can visit with my good friend Hannah. Hannah is very kind to me and is a good listener too. She understands when I tell her there is more to life for me and that I want to make a difference for other people too. Hannah is the one who told me about the possibility of adventures in life. Honestly, before we became friends, I didn't even really understand what an adventure is. Hannah explained that an adventure is something fun and exciting. But it could be a little scary too, requiring risks and courage. I must admit that sounds like something I would like. I'm grateful for Hannah. Her name means kind and blissful and flower. It fits her well. Hannah often tells me that her name also means God is gracious. Kids are playing cricket outside as I wait for Hannah to arrive. I hear the crack of the cricket bat and then the whiz of the ball through my open window. The ball lands with a thump at my feet. Whoa, that was close. Good thing I ducked when I heard the fast ball coming in my direction. You guys, you better be more careful. Oh, sorry. Glad you didn't get hurt, the batter says loudly. I hold up the ball to throw it back, and they shout, "Hey, Asha, over here!" I listen carefully to where their voices come from and hurl the ball. They cheer as the player hits the ball I threw. I feel good knowing that I threw it well. Then I hear Hannah's cheerful singing. I notice other sets of footsteps walking with her, and I recognize the friendly, calm voice of her mother and also the deep speech of her father. "Hello, Hannah," I call. "Hello, Auntie. Hello, Uncle." Hannah runs up to my window. "Asha, we're going to the carnival to have fun. We'll visit booths and tables with things to buy for the celebration. There will be lots of music and dancing and waving of our flag. My ma and papa say you can come with us. Do you want to come? Say yes, please." "Oh yes, I'd love to come, Hannah." Auntie Daya says, "I want to have a brief chat with your mother anyway, so I will check with her whether it's okay for you to join us." "Thank you." I fumble for my walking stick. I'm so excited that I nearly trip over my own feet. I bump into Hannah. Then she helps me and we make our way out the door. Hannah and I chat and giggle outside. The weather is nice. It's a little chilly, but the sun is shining. I'll be glad to get some exercise. My home is a long walk to the carnival area near the crowded market. Huge crowds of tourists visit at this time of year from all over India and even other countries. I admit to Hannah that it will be very challenging, but good practice for me, walking with my stick in the hustle and bustle of crowds of people and lots of obstacles. Auntie Daya pops out of my house with a cheery announcement. "It's fine for you to come with us to the carnival, Asha. Your mother even gave us a short list of things that she would like us to pick up for her. Ready, girls?" I get my walking stick. "Definitely ready. Let's begin our adventure." Hannah squeezes my shoulder to let me know that she is also excited about our adventure. We start walking and I hear animals scurry across our path. Dogs bark, chickens cluck, and cows moo. Many people rush to get where they are going. Bicycle riders ring their bells. I guess they do that to alert those who are walking. Hannah tells me to be careful because a swerving bicycle almost hit an elderly woman. Drivers blare their horns. Hannah describes cars weaving through the crowded streets. This would be a dangerous trip for me to take on my own. I'm glad to be with my friend and her mother and father. They take turns describing the things they see, especially the bright colors of the buildings and the signs that we pass. I hear the squeak of the pump and the water rushing. I know the park is nearby. Finally, we arrive at the busy fair. I tap, tap, tap my stick with each step. I listen carefully, trying not to bump into people, tables, or walls. Since she can see, I hold Hannah's elbow to make sure I stay safe. Yum! I smell many spices: cumin, cardamom, cloves, and others. The lovely scent of jasmine mingles with the fragrance of marigold. The aromas of fresh baked naan and hot chai make my stomach growl. I enjoy it all. We stop at a few booths to buy the items Ma needs. Hannah helps me choose some beautiful flowers that smell exquisite. We find our way to the spice tables and buy some cumin. The abundance of smells and sounds distracts me. There is music playing, but I catch the sound of a chorus of chirping birds. I let go of Hannah's arm and wander towards their cheerful melody. Ouch! I collide with someone. I hear packages fall and pottery shatter. A startled boy yells, "My special prize is ruined!" A vase like that is very expensive. I won it in a contest. Lots of kids are making patriotic decorations. Mine are the best. I earned the prize, and now I have nothing to give as a gift for my mom's birthday, he continues. Someone sweeps his broom uncomfortably close to me. "Who did this?" he demands. Hannah runs to my side. I feel her close to my shoulder. Afraid of getting into trouble, I point toward Hannah. "It's her fault. It's all her fault." I stiffen in the brief silence that follows my lie. Then, unbelievably, I hear Hannah say, "Yes, it's true. It's my fault. I'm sorry." I hear her counting out coins and paying for what is broken. The boy takes the money and skips away happily, I assume. Now he can get a new gift. I, the guilty one, stand amazed. My innocent friend paid a price she did not owe. She willingly paid for me, even though I wrongly accused her to avoid the consequences I deserve. I crumple into a heap of sadness and guilt. Usually, I don't let my blindness and its limitations bother me, but not today. "I'm so sorry," I sob. "What good am I? I'm more trouble than I'm worth." Hannah gently touches my arm. She speaks into my ear, but her words enter my heart. "Asha, I am happy to do this for you." "But why?" I ask, especially when I blamed you for my mistake. "Well," Hannah's voice softens. "Someone has shown that kind of love to me." "But it was my fault," I sob. "I wandered away. And I know you were saving money to buy a new lehenga for the celebration." "Oh, Asha," she says, "a lehenga is a small thing to give up to help someone you love. We've been friends for a long time. We've shared many adventures together, and I look forward to many more adventures with you." "I'm so sorry, Hannah. I was careless and mean, and I lied. Thank you for being my friend and paying the debt I owed." As I say these words, I realize my biggest problem is that my heart is hard and closed. I don't understand it, but Hannah has forgiven me. A longing surges from deep inside me to know and to give that kind of love. Hannah changes the topic. I want to tell you about my treasures. I keep them in a special box at home. Let's stop there before we walk you home. Is this another one of those adventures? I ask. Hannah says, I believe so, Asha. I can tell she is smiling when I reach up to touch her face and feel around her mouth. As we walk, I stay close to Hannah and let her guide me. I tap my stick along the road. I know we are getting close when we leave the pavement to cross a grassy park. I feel the soft grass with every step. I breathe in the scent of flowers. Soon, the familiar sound of wind chimes tell me we have arrived. We enter and climb a few stairs to Hannah's room. My heart beats more quickly as I imagine what could be in her box. Is it money? Maybe she's rich with many rupees. Or it might be candy, like different kinds of yummy gajak. I urge Hannah to hurry. As she reaches into a drawer, I squeal, "Open it, Hannah, open it!" I hear hinges creak. Hannah tells me to open my hands and holds them out. I can't explain it, but somehow I know that I also must open my heart. Asha, you know how I enjoy treasure hunts. I found these things that help me remember important lessons of the heart. First, Hannah places in my hand a very smooth stone. She guides my hands along it, and I feel the rounding and indentation at the top, and how it narrows at the bottom. This stone is shaped like a heart. It reminds me that because God loves me very much, I can love others. Then she hands me another treasure. This flower, she says, reminds me that though I am delicate, I am strong. And when I pray, it's a sweet aroma, pleasing to the one true God. As I'm thinking about this, I feel something smooth and round that Hannah has placed in my hands. She explains that it is a pearl, which is very valuable. Hannah goes on to tell me that it reminds her of the greatest price that was paid so that she could have the promise and hope of heaven. Even though I know that Hannah truly believes what she is telling me, I don't understand. Heaven? I ask. I've never learnt about heaven. What's it like? Hannah moves closer to me. It's not easy to describe, but I know it's a beautiful and wonderful place. There are streets made of gold, gates of pearl, and other amazing things. It will be great because there is no sadness or sickness. Asha, in heaven, you will have perfect eyes and will be able to see everything. For now, I imagine seeing it with my heart. All I can say is, wow. Hannah puts her treasures back in the box. I think of all my hopes and my desires to find treasures too. Hannah, I want to be a writer, I blurt out. I know it's impossible, but it's my secret dream. Wait here 1 minute. She leaves the room and returns with a thick piece of paper covered with rows of tiny bumps. What is this? I ask. Hannah takes my hand and presses my fingertips across the dots. Asha, this is a way to read. Isn't this fantastic? What do you mean? I ask. Auntie comes in and explains. This paper has something called Braille on it. Braille is raised dots on a page that form letters and words that you can read with your fingertips. Uncle and I teach at a school where children who are blind learn Braille. Excitedly, Hannah says, "Tell her the big surprise, Ma." "Asha," Auntie says. Hannah is so excited because she wants you to know that you will be able to enroll in our school. I am almost speechless. What? But how? I sputter. Isn't it impossible? And doesn't it cost a lot of money to go to school? Besides, I'm blind. Auntie touches my hand. I spoke with your mother and she wants you to come to our school. I know she was nervous about it for a while, but now she feels you are ready. She has secretly been saving money. You will learn many things, including reading and writing. You will gain skills to prepare you for a job someday. Maybe even as a writer. My heart pounds. Bursting with joy, I shout, "It's what I've always wanted! Thank you!" I get up and jump up and down as fast as I can. I grab Hannah and we dance around laughing until we can hardly breathe. As we get ready to leave for my house, I pause and step closer to Hannah. I do have one important question. You told me that someone paid a debt for you and shows you great love. Who could that ever be? Hannah takes my hand. His name is Jesus. If you would like to know him, I will tell you the greatest story ever told on the way back to your house. I feel my wet cheeks. Happy tears stream down my face. I have learned to see with my heart. My awesome adventure begins.